Talk about because you were talking about PressX and your unique model of the cost per click for articles. This is interesting to me, very interesting, because a lot of times that can be, getting press or getting articles can be expensive with no clue
results
on what the results are going to be. So this sounds very interesting. Dive into a little bit more about how this process works.
Of course. So basically we have these connections with, it's over 150 publishers in total in the US, and around 85 or 90 in the UK. Not all of them are extremely active. Not all of them take products and write about Amazon products on a daily basis, but we have a few that are very, very active and delivering very good results. For example, we had Prime Day. I'm gonna use some specific examples so you can understand better, and listeners as well. So for example, in Prime Day, as well as Black Friday, Christmas, and all the other major shopping holidays of the year, there are those articles, listicles we call them, top 20 best Prime Day deals on 2023, right? And then there are a bunch of articles. So we featured some brands into those articles, and it was just for Prime Day campaign, just for those 2 days, the traffic. How many clicks they got, that's all they paid for. And the product was there. It's still there. If you're going to check the Prime Day, that listicle, it's going to be there until Prime Day next year. Now, it's not like a real article. It's just like, just listicle. It's basic. But the funny thing is, either for listicles, but also for dedicated articles, you can then go ahead and make your own Google ads dedicated, targeting that article, and that gets you traffic, because the clicks that we charge for, so that CPC is for the clicks that actually go to your Amazon page, not the clicks on the article, right? Mm-hmm. And the link people click on in order to do that is your attribution. So you got the, right?
Yeah, that in most cases might cover the cost of the traffic.
Our CPC is not very cheap. So just to make yourself an idea, it's around $2.5 per click. I know it's not cheap. For some categories, can be very cheap compared to the Amazon CPC, the PPC. Now, we don't have any other costs other than one-time onboarding fee of $500 per brand. Doesn't matter how many products, how many articles, just one-time fee. And on top of that, it's just the budget for the clicks. We have some tiers, right? We start at $3,000, $6,000, $9,000, and $12,000. But all that budget, it's just like a commitment. You don't have to pay it all at once. If it gets traffic, you pay. If not, you don't. It's just like the publishers, they write the article themselves. And sometimes they're doing like very strong, dedicated articles towards that product or towards that brand. And then, all that work, there's a lot of work into that. So they say, okay, I'm going to work on this. and then the publication pushes the article on their newsletters, on their websites, and all their audience. And they say, okay, for that, I want this commitment that if this article performs well, you agree to pay this minimum budget. Most of the time, not most of the time, but oftentimes sellers want to extend that minimum budget because the campaign is doing well.
What are some good categories? What are some good categories for this?
Categories, beauty is one of the best categories. Home and decor, like home in general. But beauty, everything that's connected to beauty, from lingerie to perfumes to face creams to everything that has to do, pretty much women products.